I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!
Hey there champs, welcome back to another round of Manny's Boxing World. And in today's round, we're going to be talking about the results between Inoue versus Fulton and the hand wrap issue. And we're also going to be talking about Thurmans' thoughts on the fight and Inoue's status. And we're going to be talking about that next. But before that guys, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you never see it again. And ding the notification bell. That way you never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.
Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!
Okay guys, let's start off by congratulating Inoue on his victory against Fulton. He really beat up Fulton from round 1 to round 8. He also knocked out Fulton. And not just that, I believe this knockout is candidate for knockout of the year. And I haven't seen a knockout like that in a minute. Well, it was a TKO, but man, that guy was not even fighting back. Oh my God, I feel bad. Alright guys, we all gotta give our respect to Fulton. Because he went to another country and he dared to be great. You know, he didn't really have to do that. He could have just stayed here and fought somebody else. But I like fighters like that, even though he lost, and he lost really convincingly. If he told me that, somebody told me that he would have won if they would have went to the decision, that guy is just a hater. I love boxers who are willing to take risks, you know, for the benefit of the fans. And I would love to see Fulton again. Just go back to the drawing board, work on whatever you need to work. But you know what? You did go against Inoue. That guy is a beast. Alright guys, I am a big fan of Inoue now. This guy is not great. This guy is special. He went out there and he really beat up Fulton, convincingly knocking him out. And not just that, no scandal with the hand wraps. He wrapped them the same way that Fulton wanted to be wrapped, you know, the American way. And he still lost. I mean, this guy is special. He is not great, he is special. Guys, this was such a one-sided fight that it was not even a fight. Usually a fight has two people fighting. In this fight, there was only one person fighting and the other one was missing. But I do have advice to Fulton on what to work on. If you do go back to the drawing board, you should work on this.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Guys, they did my boy Fulton dirty. They should have stopped the fight in the 8th round. I know Inoue was just punching and punching. He was just doing his job. But the referee should have stopped the fight 2 or 3 times over with all those punches throwing. Fulton was not even fighting back. And I feel bad for Fulton because nobody should really go through that. If you're not fighting back, you should just like, look, he's not fighting back. Stop the fight, dude. You know, like that was effed up, guys. I would speedy recovery, Fulton, because I know he is hard. Japan's regulations are probably more brutal and they allow more punishment to happen to the fighters, and that's probably how it goes over there. Because there's not really a lot of black people over there. I don't know if that was a racist move, but I have seen that in boxing before, where there is racist, where you know the referee doesn't let the other boxer finish the other guy off, and I have seen that, but I don't know if this is the case or not. But that sucks. Guys, Japan should hire some PBC referees. They'll probably make it safer over there in Japan, and they'll probably do a lot of good over there. People won't complain about their early stoppages. If a PBC referee was over there for the first knockdown, that would have been it. They would have just stopped the fight right there. Alright champs, let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys put Fulton versus Inoue in the same level or same caliber as Spence versus Crawford? If you guys do, comment below. If you guys comment below and you guys do think they're on the same level, I wonder how Spence versus Crawford would be. Would it be a one-side ass whooping like Inoue versus Fulton? Or would it be a close dead even fight where what's his name? Errol Spence just pulls it off barely by 1 round. What do you guys think? If Spence beats Crawford 7-5 or vice versa, would you guys still put Errol Spence as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, or Terrence Crawford, who wins in that way? Or would you put Inoue based on their performances? I'm not saying Spence versus Crawford fight will go like that. I'm just saying that is a 50-50 fight and anything could happen in that fight. Nobody can make any mistakes or not much mistakes, and the other guy will capitalize on it. What if Spence beats Crawford and convincingly, and he doesn't drop him or stop him, or vice versa? Who would you think is the #1 pound for pound fighter then? Inoue or the winner between Spence or Crawford? Okay guys, in the same news, Keith Thurman was praising and giving a lot of ups to Inoue for his victory against Fulton, and I agree more. He was really praising him, and I was too, because that is a very great performance. I think that beat Teofimo's performance against the guy he just fought, the guy he tried to kill. I think he beat that performance. But yeah, Keith Thurman, I think you're correct, buddy. I think, yeah, Inoue is one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, if not better. I believe if, what's his name? Inoue was the same size as Errol Spence, Inoue can beat Errol Spence just on that, on his boxing ability. If you want to say pound for pound, if he was as big as Errol Spence as a welterweight, he would beat up Errol Spence. Keith Thurman also said beating a undefeated 2-time world champion and destroying him, not just beating him, destroying him. He also said that Inoue is Japan's #1 GOAT, and I believe that myself. I compared Inoue to Manny Pacquiao. Also, some people were complaining about him saying that Fulton hits like a beep. I really don't think that he meant that like in a bad way. It's the way he said it. I really don't think he thinks that Fulton is a beat, you know? Guys, I like all the bad guys, the guys that talk smack, and that's what made me like Mayweather so much. And I also like Teofimo Lopez and Terrence Bud Crawford now, because they do talk a lot of smack, and that's what I like. I like people that do that, you know? Guys, if there wasn't boxers like Mayweather, Teofimo Lopez or Crawford, boxing news will be very, very boring, and you wouldn't know what to say or anything like that. What if everybody was like Mosley, De La Hoya, all these soft-spoken people that don't really offend nobody, try not to cuss and all that stuff? How would boxing news will be then, you know? We need these people to make boxing interesting. Guys, in another news, I also believe Inoue can move up in weight and he can fight Tank. Tank's not really a big fighter, but he is a heavy, big puncher. So I believe if Inoue does fight Tank, Tank could probably knock out Inoue, because he is coming out like what, 12 pounds, something like that. But that's a lot of weight. But guys, Tank versus Inoue is a fight to look forward to, right? But Tank has not really been fighting any slick fighters. So I don't know about his boxing ability, because Tank has only been fighting punchers. I want to see Tank fight maybe like Shakur or Devin Haney, somebody slick, because I do not know how good of a boxer, Tank is. I have no idea how good of a boxer Tank is. But I want to see, I'm looking more forward to Shakur Stevenson versus Inoue. I believe this fight will be similar to Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather, or Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez. I think it will be like that, and if it was like Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, this is a fight to be looking out for, guys. I swear, their styles is gonna clash. I have no idea who's going to win. Inoue versus Shakur Stevenson. That would be an amazing fight. I'm looking to this fight more forward than any other fight I could think of. I believe Inoue versus Shakur Stevenson will top Spence versus Crawford in the skill and action in the ring. I do believe so myself, because just think about it. Inoue versus Shakur Stevenson. These guys are lighter, they're faster. Usually the lighter fighters are a lot more skilled than the higher fighters, believe me. Alright guys, that's all I really have for you guys today. But before I go, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you'll never see it again. And ding the notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.